Hi, I'm Shannon Swindle. I'm the pastry chef at Funke in Beverly Hills and Felix Trattoria in Venice. And today I'm making my olive oil cake. Do you need another cake recipe? You do. You need this one. It's great. It's easy to make. It is something that actually improves with a couple of days of age, and it's a beautiful vehicle for any kind of seasonal fruit. Everything is going to be done in one single bowl. I'm using my big restaurant whisk. If you have one of these at home, that's fine too. We were discussing before that all sizes of whisks are good. Any extra virgin olive oil that you like will do. I like a fruity one versus one that's too spicy. Add a little lemon zest. This cake's kind of a staple at Felix. We do it there a lot with different fruit. You can really taste the flavor of the olive oil. It doesn't have a lot of other stuff in it other than a little bit of the lemon zest. And add the eggs, kind of one at a time, whisking in between. The sugar's not really going to get completely dissolved in this, but that's okay. Just trying to get a little bit of emulsification with the oil and the eggs. So now that I have all that incorporated, I'm just gonna whisk in the flour. This is just all-purpose flour. And you don't really need to worry about sort of over-mixing this. That's a thing I hear people talk about a lot with cakes. You more need to worry about that if you're making something like a scone or a biscuit. So you don't wanna see any dry. And then I'm gonna add the crème fraîche. This is going to go into a 10-inch cake pan. I have a little piece of parchment cut for it. You can either spray this with a little cooking spray or brush it with more olive oil. This is important just for kind of getting it out at the end, but if you don't have parchment, you can probably make it happen without it. This goes in. It's going to fill it about 3/4 of the way. It's a good bit of batter, but it makes a tall cake. In the 10-inch version, it takes a really long time to bake. We're going to put this in a 325 oven. If you have a convection oven, put the fan on low. If you have just a still oven, that's great. It takes between 1 hour and 40 and 2 hours to bake. You just want to make sure that it's firm to the touch on top. So I like to serve this with seasonal fruit. We go to the farmer's market a couple of times a week for the restaurants. One of my favorite pairings is citrus and fennel. So I'm gonna start out while it's baking by candying some of this beautiful fennel. This needs to be covered with equal parts sugar and water and simmered really lowly for about 1 hour until they become translucent and look like this. And so this I'm going to pair with a little fresh citrus. Choices of what is available in Southern California is amazing. There's going to be blood oranges and kumquats and mandarin quats. Go to the farmer's market and get all kinds of citrus. I've just done some supremes here. I have some candied citrus peel that is done exactly the same way as we did the fennel. After this is done and firm on top, obviously let it cool. I like to take a little knife, even though we've sprayed, just to make sure she's not gonna stick. Should pop right out. Take the parchment off. So that's the crumb. Just dress some of the citrus with the candied citrus and the candied fennel. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the juice from the syrup from the fennel to kind of dress all this with too. I like a lot of the fennel. And if you saved some of these little guys, these are pretty on top.